So here we are. We're going to talk to our first interviewee, and we're going to talk to a gentleman that's been involved with Jaws, and we want to find out just about how deep this whole scenario goes. Sir, what's your name?
I'm Carl Gottlieb. I'm the screenwriter of Jaws, and I played the part of Meadows, the publisher of the newspaper, in that movie.
So you are a writer and an actor.
Yes, and sometimes a director, but in that movie I was a writer and an actor.
How did this all come about in 20,000 words or less?
Well, Stephen was making a movie, and he showed me the script and asked me what I thought, and I told him, which was that it needed improvement. And Dick Zanuck and David Brown, who were the producers, agreed with him, and they hired me to do a rewrite. And when the smoke and dust had cleared, I got shared screenplay credit with Peter Benchley, who wrote the novel and the first draft.
Oh, that's too much. I can't even stand to hear all this in one setting. That is incredible. How long have you been doing this?
Not like I haven't been asked these questions before.
Well, I'm sure you have. And what was the most memorable part as far as exciting for you with the writing, directing? Or I mean, there must be a ton of information. But what about you?
There was a scene in the movie where my character goes out in a boat with the police chief, and we discover Ben Gardner. Now later, that scene was reshot with just Richard Dreyfuss, Roy Scheider, and the head of Ben Gardner popping out from the boat underwater. But the first time that scene was written, it was on the surface of the water, and the newspaper guy was there, and I was supposed to reach out and grab the boat, and I fell tail over tea kettle into the ocean where I knew there were real sharks, and I'm bobbing around in the water, and they go, "Cut, camera, stop, get him out of the water," and it was pretty exciting.
Well, stop. That would have been some great footage, though.
Well, here it was captured on film. Here I am. This is the book, The Jaws Log. Here I am. We're discovering Ben Gardner's boat. Here I am going over the side. Here's them pulling me out. This is Freddie Zendar, the advisor. And this is the Dreyfuss boat, Fascinating Rhythm.
Oh, that's absolutely incredible. So you're offering this book for sale?
Absolutely. It's been for sale ever since the summer of '75. It's the best-selling book about the making of a motion picture ever.
Well, congratulations. So you'll actually sign it for the fans that come here today?
Absolutely. They buy the book, they get the personalized inscription for free. Or they can pay $30 for the inscription and get a book for free.
No, well, we like the word free no matter how much we pay. Well, that's excellent. Well, it's such an honor to meet you. I'm just going to turn over to the other side of the ship here. And, sir, what's your name?
Joe Alves. Yes, Joe Alves.
And what did you do regarding to Jaws, or what didn't you do?
Well, I did, first of all, I was on it before Stephen. I did the concept sketches, those black and white. What happened is Zanuck and Brown, I worked with Stephen on Sugar Land Express, and the producers bought the rights to Jaws, and they asked me if I could do some concept sketches based on the galley sheets of the book to sell the studio on the idea of the movie. And they had been negotiating with Stephen, but they hadn't signed him yet. So I would go over to his bungalow and I would show him, and I get real excited about doing this shark movie, and he was hesitating. Well, they haven't signed a deal yet. So then he came aboard, and so we did that. And then I did some 300 storyboards depicting all the action. And I was sort of coordinating because the studio said they couldn't make the shark. It would take a year and a half, 2 years. So the head of production asked me to see if I could get it made. And I got a crew, Bob Matty, former Disney effects guy. And we put a crew together. We started making the shark. And I did the designing of it. And worked with ichthyologists to get it right on. And then I did the storyboards to coordinate with Stephen what shark we could use. We had 3 sharks. And there's me with one of the sharks. We had a little problem with the jaw falling down, so I told Stephen, we don't need an effects guy, I'll go there and I'll fix the jaws, so I did that. And that's basically it. These are the storyboards I did almost 40 years ago. So Carl and I come to these shows together, and after 40 years, we're sort of amazed people are still interested in the movie.
Oh, absolutely. It's just an icon of man versus nature, and a little nature a little overboard. It's a huge project.
Interesting. And then, of course, on Jaws 2, I designed it. I was a associate producer, and I directed a lot of second unit. Carl came on to write it. And the third one, 3D, I directed that one. Well, so it's a lot of shark.
Well, a lot of shark, and actually, you're talking about making the shark. That was before computer animation could have made the whole thing. So you needed a physical model.
I tell you, CGI would have saved us on a lot of things, especially sailboats out in the distance. And Stephen was really firm; didn't want to see anything out there. They wanted to be isolated. And today, you could blip those out with CGI, but we had to wait till the sailboats passed by and. CGI would have saved a lot of things, but we have a fan base that really likes that shark. Not a computer-generated shark, but that particular shark.
There is a difference, isn't there?
Yeah, there is. It has a character to it, And so we never thought this would happen all these years later, because all we did was struggle to get it made. But anyway, so here we are. We do these shows, and it's fun. Keep it alive.
Talking about getting it made, rolling back the tide a little bit, from what I'm hearing, without your storyboard and your ability to actually bring it to Steve as an eye, as a photographic experience, or at least their drawings brought it to life so he could see something, being probably obviously a visual person. Are you saying that it might have not have ever been created without your talent of making these?
I can't say that. Steven Spielberg is a very talented guy. What I did is I helped in the making of the shark that year, because most of the effects, people say it would take a year or 2 years. I found Bob Matty, and we put together a crew, and when they said the shark didn't work, basically Bob did it in 4 to 5 months, when everybody said it would take a year and a half, 2 years. So we would test it. If it worked, we would try to shoot it. I would go to Steven, and I'd say, Steven, we have the shark doing this. What do you think? He says, okay, we'll do that. So in the end, we were shooting storyboards. Now, my contribution is working with the director and laying these out. Those concept sketches were basically done from the book, and they look a little bit Moby Dickish, kind of thing. But at that time, we weren't trying to get technical. We were just trying to entertain the idea of making this movie. And the studio was less than excited about it, to say the least.
Well, that's my point, is I think because of you and what your skills and your people you were working with, you took them over the edge to really get them to say, yeah, let's go with it.
There were a few of us that are very determined. I would say the effects crew, obviously Stephen, Verna Fields, the editor, who won the Academy Award, Bill Gilmore, who is a production man on it. We were a tight-knit group that really, regardless of what people said, we were going to get this made. Now, did we know it was going to be a big success? No. We just struggled, we got it made, and then it became a big success. And then, of course, then the executives all take credit, of course.
Well, that goes to show you so much talent and so much energy and determination, and we're going to do this whatever it takes. That's really what's behind the movie industry, and that's what people like you convey to us, and it's hard to get your story out. So we're so happy that you're here and are sharing your experiences, and I'm sure encouraging the youngsters that, go for it.
Well, yes, and I want to explain to a lot of the people out there that making movies is more than the red carpet. That's all very glamorous, but it's really a lot of hard work. Early calls, cold, wet, and you just get out there and get it done, That's basically it.
Well, you're a role model. And again, thank you, sir, and welcome to Tulare Sci-Fi Con.
My pleasure.
Look at that. Did you do this yourself?
I had someone make it, Adele Satori.
Really? And where do you live?
I live actually in Fresno, so...
Really?
Yeah.
So is this something you do full time now? Or
I made it for the Labyrinth of Jareth Masquerade, and I worn it to a couple different things, so.
Well, that's beautiful. Cosplay is getting so important, and you're certainly an epitome.
I love dressing up, so yeah.
Well, good. Well, don't stop, and just get a view of this young lady.
I'm not sure which camera I'm looking at.
Well, just smile, and they'll find you. You are from?
Neverland.
Of course. And you are?
I'm Thranduil, the Elven King of Mirkwood.
How cool is that? And you are from?
I am from the Woodland Realm.
Well, great. Well, I'm glad that you were able to find Tulare, California. Are you going to be in the cosplay contest? Is there one this evening?
Yes, at 6 o'clock, I believe.
Excellent. Is that, how many bells is that? Well, anyway, I'm not too nautical today in the middle of California, but we try. What other places you've been with your tremendous outfit here?
Thank you. Thank you very much. Actually, I've been to a few conventions here and there, but normally I travel around the county and state fairs doing a stage show with pirates sword fighting. We're called piratesforhire.com.
So there are more of you.
Yes.
Great. And did you make your costume, or who made it for you?
Actually, I made most of it, except for things like the boots and the sword. I made the hat and the jacket and the vest, but I patterned it off of an original that I had that was used in the 2003 Universal film, Peter Pan.
It's just so authentic and very, very cool. And you, Miss, tell us about your costume and how long you made it, who took it, who did it for you, etc. Unless you did it yourself.
I made it myself. I was up until about midnight last night working on it, putting it all together. I had the wig custom made, and then I bought all the other pieces for it.
Show the people your ears.
Where are they? Right there.
They are pointed. Well, the point of this is that we're really happy to have you here, and I hope you have a good time. And when you're participating, everybody enjoys it and keeps the progress of the animation and the whole genre going. Have fun. Yes, sir.
Liliana.
Liliana, tell us more about your costume.
Well, satin, taffeta, a little bit of warbler, poster board, vinyl, just, yeah.
Just things around.
A lot of sewing.
Did you do the sewing?
Yeah. Yeah, made my own corset and everything.
Well, excellent job. How long did it take you?
Well, I was doing it in tandem with Guruk Relentless, which is my nemesis, and so it took quite a while. Hard to gauge.
How long have you been doing this so that you learn these skills?
I've been sewing off and on for probably about 5 years now. Yeah, more seriously in the last 2 years.
Are you going to get involved more with cosplay?
Yeah, right now I'm actually from the same series. It's I'm building Avacyn and Sorn right now.
Excellent. Now, where do you live?
Oh, I'm Fresno.
So you live in Fresno. You're a local. Are there people doing this that you know of? Others?
My friend Chrissy. Well, my boyfriend who was going to be Sorn and Grook. He's dressed up as Frank now from Donnie Darko. So yeah.
That's good. It's so exciting to see you participating and using skills and crafts and learning and inspiring other people. And we look forward to seeing more of your costumes.
Thank you very much.